kids. I love it.
There's your beer.
The last thing you said wasn't live, but now everything you say going forward is live. But we did learn for everybody out there, Molly doesn't like your kids. She hates your kids. Anti-kid.
They're so cute. They're so
either
cute.
that or very anti-school. Maybe anti-education, anti-school. Everybody just start being a small business owner tomorrow. You don't need school.
I am
School
feeling
hard
so
knocks.
misrepresented. I mean, dude, you're just throwing it at me and you're hosting. So what can I do? I just have to be nice and nod. I love children.
Mm-hmm.
Children are our future.
Children, school, it's all great. Who's listening to the radio over there? Oh, it's probably Holly because she's like in the car. She's
No, I'm not. I'm not listening to the radio.
I blame Shelly then. She's a stunt double. It could be Shelly.
There you go. Blame it on her.
Totally.
Looks like Holly's behind like a plexiglass. What are we doing?
Look at she's squishing people. She's
an over. She's
folded. She's
in the back of a cop car. Like that's what
Actually, I'm driving around in the back of a truck in Mexico. See, like that's the bed of a. Like those are. Yeah.
I don't see a muley back there. I was expecting to see like some antlers or something cool.
Just got here.
Okay.
Just got here.
Okay. That makes sense. No roadkill yet. Didn't knock one over on the way down. Business nerds, we got a friggin' awesome bonus episode this week. We got the CleanCon TRIFECTA. It's more like the quadfecta because we got Shelly in the house.
Stunt double.
We got a stunt double in the house.
Shelly's on because I'm out of town and I'm scared I'm going to drop off and I can't. And I have serious FOMO and I know that she'll capture it all.
True story.
Serious.
CleanCon is coming up in like a month and a half, and Shawn
and I remind us of that.
Wow,
it's coming. Did I just like pull on the wrong strings here? It's coming, you guys. It's coming.
Oh, man.
It's happening. Now, here's the thing that I observe, and I want to hear like what the inspiration was, like how you guys came together on this. And there's like you guys are doing some super unique stuff. I'm super excited for it. But there's one thing that I know about like the first convention of like a thing like this, which is it's going to be a little chaotic. It's like a wedding, right? Like your wedding doesn't go as you plan it. There's things you want to have. And now like Holly's already looking at me like, fuck you, Dan. It's going to go exactly how we want. Nothing's going to go wrong. But like not everything is going to go perfectly. And that's awesome. Right? Like, because we're all there for it. We're all about it. It's like part of the experience is helping you guys grow this thing. Because everybody that's there loves you guys. Everybody that's coming loves you guys. Like, I think you understand. Shawn and I are having you on the show because we love you guys. Everybody that's coming is there to support you guys and going to learn a lot, right? But like, don't forget that everybody's there because of you guys. We're all coming to support you guys because we believe in you and we believe in what you're doing and the value that you're going to add. So like, don't be hard on yourself. You're going to do awesome. You're going to do great. We're all there for it. Even the fun screw up stuff.
Wow. Thank you. So somebody's typing really hard.
That's true. That has to be true.
Nobody else. Angry typing.
Can we rewind that? That had to be like 700 words a minute.
I can't imagine why my computer's camera isn't working. Apparently, I just beat my laptop all day. You mentioned month and a half, and I'm like,
he just panicked and started sending emails. And
he just started spinning. Totally started spinning. Like, oh my god.
You know what? We've been meeting. Can y'all hear me? Okay.
We can.
We meet every. Oh, gracias. We've been meeting every Friday for like, I don't know how many months. Like we thought of this like 6 months ago, and we really have. Like, if you guys know, all of us were perfectionists, so we have really put a whole lot of thought into this. So I am praying that there are less mistakes than you're saying.
That's true.
Okay. I appreciate the grace, Dan. But it is quite a thing to start the podcast off with talking about how it's probably not going to be perfect.
Here's the thing.
I feel like he's giving us a permission slip to screw up. Like he's lowering.
You don't want to raise the bar too high. You don't want to raise the bar too high. You gotta just level it out, and then you'll super over exceed that, and everybody will be like, that was the best thing I ever went to.
Yeah. It's going to be a really crappy time. It's not going to be fun at all.
I'm pretty sure he did that on purpose so we would drink beer with him. So we would like sink into a depression and be like, we need a beer.
We need a beer.
Well, you got quick to the draw.
Can't
Holly.
drink alone.
Nice work.
Can't drink alone. No, this is a fact pattern of mine. Like, I'm pretty sure this is how I ended up getting married to Marty. Is I just set a really low bar in our marriage, makes it really easy to step over. As far as she knows, I'm hunting every weekend or fishing, and I'm not going to any weddings. I'm not going to anything she has planned, and therefore, when I do show up to something, she's like, "Oh my God, Dan is here!" Like, what a special moment. I'm all about it. I set a really low bar, some low expectations, and then anything awesome that I do just totally exceeds all expectations. It's
This is like marriage counseling from Dan. Right?
Just for Dan. Just for Dan.
What? Just for Dan? I know.
This show is so properly named Happy Hour. Like, I don't know what's going on right now. This is great. We got marriage advice. We got setting the bar really low for the conference. This is awesome. This is great.
Everybody knows you.
I mean, Holly's in Mexico right now. Like, what is going on? This is great.
It's fun.
Drinking beer in the back of a pickup truck. You got it
No.
in Mexico.
I thought she was drinking and driving for. I'm like, what is it? And then you said you were in Mexico. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's totally fine there.
I wasn't actually driving. I mean, it was like an open container technically, but
Right.
But it's
That's what I meant. That's right.
Mexico.
Total difference. I should have said that because that wouldn't be cool no matter where you are. Yeah.
yeah.
Here's my official first question. Put it on the record. Whoever the stenographer is, do the stenographers that still exist? I don't
What
know.
a word from Dan.
Drew does. Go ahead, Drew, with your keyboard.
You could tell I paused. I was like, where did that come from? I don't know who said that.
Great word. I love
I'm
good
like-
words.
Nowhere.
Stenographer. That's a
Yeah,
fantastic.
that's the person
That-
that like takes all the notes when there's important stuff going on.
Important.
Somebody better be taking notes when important stuff is going on. I think
Honestly,
AI
it's usually Aaron. Aaron is the note taker. If she was
Not
you
here.
not-
tonight. It's you, Drew. It's you.
Do we not have AI?
That's the
I thought AI
stenographer.
takes
That's what's happening. But I'm like, where did the idea come from? Where did the inspiration come from? Who and like, I know all three of you in different contexts, right? But like, and we all kind of run in the same circle, so I'm not surprised that like the three of you are doing this together. But like, how did it come together? What was the inspiration? What was the melting of the minds, if you will?
Because we're the three little best friends that anyone could have.
The Wolfpack.
And that's the story. That is the official
That's it.
story.
It's on the
That's
record
how it
now.
happened. We're the
Question
three
two.
best
Okay,
friends.
question two.
So
Hey, that was easy for
that's for
stenographering, to take
The
notes
best
on.
stenographer.
There's
Yes,
been
purring.
something- I'm gonna. Holly, 1 second. I was just gonna say there's been like something missing for a while. I've been wondering how all of us are gonna talk because we all have a lot to say. So this is interesting. But there's been something missing for a while, and then Holly, go for it, Holly.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I'll talk it first just because I might have to drop off here in a second and I don't want to make y'all dizzy in the truck when we're driving. So, yeah, Molly and Drew, I've known them for years, right? And, you just drive with somebody and we all get along and we're all so level headed and like just go for it. So we were at a huge convention and it was for the home service industry and it was really laid out well and it was small, it was intimate, it was like actual, connection and cleaning and cocktails. It was awesome. And I'm like, why don't we have anything like this? Because we've had a couple things, but it's like, mainly commercial, or maybe it's a coaching event that you have to be like exclusive to that coaching program to be able to go to it. We don't have anything where all the coaching programs, everybody everywhere from all realms of residential cleaning can just come and get together, like no competition, collaboration, meet with each other. We didn't have it. And so I just looked at Molly. I was sitting there drinking a Bloody Mary. I probably drank way too much the night before with Shelly. And I was like, dude, we need to do this. And then Drew was like, let's do it. And then that's literally how it happened. So it happened.
Action taken.
And I didn't agree with any of it, but here I am.
Somebody always gets roped in. It's like just peer pressure.
No, I mean it was like so interesting because I there has been this hole. There's good stuff happening, but there are some holes, right? And we started talking and I was like, well, yeah, let's do it. And she's got such a can-do attitude. And we all kind of looked at each other as I remember it. And I was like, yeah, Like, let's go. Like, so she like brought it, and it was like, and it was an interesting, very casual conversation that turned into a huge thing, right? Like literally, like Drew, do you have a different sort of thought on that, or?
I mean, no, like most great ideas, they come in like casual conversation until you realize like, oh wait, this could be a thing, right?
Right.
But I don't know. I think the home service industry as a whole has all of these, sub niches in home service, and then in some of those sub niches have like sub niches. And I think we've noticed the sub niche of like cleaning obviously has like commercial, it has residential, it has like window cleaning, pressure washing, and like a lot of times like those sub niches are getting their own thing. And for some reason, a lot of times like the residential cleaning side hasn't had like its own, thing in a while, like its own like new spin on an event. And we're like, there are people there that are so needing for something like this. Like there are people like that are so thirsty for an event like this, or a way to connect with more people that do what they do, right? That like I think we all search for that similarity in what we do, and looking for community, looking for groups. And we kind of notice like, there's really nothing what we're describing of like what is needed in that residential world. And it just came from there, and like I think we all have brought like really cool ideas and like our take on what we think it could be. Like I've brought some stuff from like groups that I'm in like the agency world. I mean, Molly has been in groups, Holly has been in groups, and like we've kind of like taken everything that we've loved in groups that we've been in, and then we've like tried to smash it all into one, right? And like, and it's a cool thing, but it's just that classic there's got to be a better way moment, I think. And like we kind of just are slowly creating that better way together.
Yeah. There's a unique thing to it too, that listening to you guys talk, a lot of the events out there in different home services spaces are affiliated with an association. Sure. And there's some things that lock you into a few things. There's some things that get kind of goofy with that. And it's in a whole bunch of different areas, not just the residential cleaning space. Yeah. And I think this is a refreshing thing in my mind, at least, that there seems to be like 3 people in the industry that love the industry, super passionate about it. No super money motivated stuff. It's like, which is a whole other thing with associations and everything. You have to pay to be in an association, to get to the association. There's just these hurdles. And this seems so natural, so easy. And I think the timing is really, really good right now for the industry. And I remember, Drew, you were on mine or I was on your podcast, and we were talking about both Holly and Molly somehow came up and this and that. And you were kind of like, he was like super tight lipped, and he's like, oh, I've got, and he goes, never mind, I can't say. And then he like changes the subject.
I almost let it slip.
Yeah,
I gotta go. This was pre-Vegas where we announced it, and I'm like, I really want to say something, but I held it back.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's true. And Shawn, thanks for saying that. I think it's been interesting as we've come together to talk about it. And this is, when we first started talking, we were like, should we start a nonprofit? Like, cause it's an association, right? And it's like, well, those are really hard to start. Actually, there's like a lot more implications, but this is truly like, I feel like it's a service. It's a labor of love. Like I've had a lot of interesting interactions, and most of them have been like amazing, when people are just so excited to have community and education. And like the barrier to entry into coming is very low. Ticket prices are not high. We have incredible vendors like both of you who are helping prop up the event, right? So that we can keep ticket prices low, so that more and more people can come to it. But it's been interesting because of other people's experience in the home service industry and what's already out there. This is really different. People are like, well, are you going to pay us to be on stage and to talk? And I'm like, no, That's not what, or are you going to pay for this? I'm like, nope. Like this is by the industry for the industry. We do have one paid speaker, right? Mike McAllowitz from Profit First. He's going to be an awesome keynote to sort of ground the whole thing. But like, otherwise it's like, let's do this together. Let's make our industry together. Let's rise together. Like that's really a lot of what it's about. So I'm glad you see that and said that. So thanks, Shawn.
Dig it.
Yeah.
I always appreciate a pie growing event instead of a pie like carving event. Like it drives me nuts when people are trying to like increase their size of their piece of the pie. Like, man, there's so much room to just make bigger pies. Let's just make a bigger pie. Let's just help some people. Like there's plenty of work to be done out there. Let's help everybody. And then there's more work to be done.
Totally. Ricky Regalado from Cleaning and Cocktails. I mean, he's really what inspired me about that. The first event I went to, I was like, holy cow, that was a couple of years ago. And his tagline or his thing is like stronger together or better together or something like that. And stronger together. Like that's where we're coming from too. We couldn't agree more. Right.
I mean, and like so much so, I mean, all three of us obviously have like businesses that we own that operate in this industry, but we're not holding back other, technically, I guess, competitors of ours to also come to this and be a part of it. Right. And I think I've heard some comments from some people like kind of surprised by that. Like, they're like, wait a minute, you're going to have like other marketing agencies? I'm like, yeah.
I got a text message just about that today, Drew. Like,
yeah, I've heard that a few times, and I'm like, yes, I think it's a really sketchy, bad look if we didn't, right? Because I mean, it's silly. I think Five Door Media does a lot of great work. I know Live Right does. I know the cleaning software does, but like, we're also not the best fit for every single human being, right? We really think like there's a lot of great companies that serve this industry and like, that's a plus. It's a cool thing that there's agencies that do certain things that are better fits. There's other softwares that are better. There's other coaching, right? And like, that's been a cool thing. And like, there hasn't been a moment, even in like private conversations where we're like, you sure we want to do that? Or anything like that. We're like, no, this is what we're doing it for, is the best for the industry. We are allowing people into this because it's the best for the attendees at the event.
One of the interesting things I've noticed too is in like Drew, in your specific case, who the other reputable good marketing companies are because you see what everybody does. Sure. Yeah. You can tell who's good, right? Like, so, and you guys know me well enough in the bookkeeping space. Like, I get along with so many other bookkeeping companies because I know who does good work and like who takes good care of their clients. I don't care which one of us you use. There's plenty of pie to go around. There are thousands and thousands. There's probably millions of companies to go around. Like, we'll be fine. Just make sure you get somebody good that communicates, that takes care of you. It doesn't need to be me.
Right.
It doesn't need to be me. And so I appreciate that you guys like have the lens for it and like invite. I mean, you guys know who's good. You know who's good. You know who takes care of the people. You'll take care of the people by taking care of the people.
Totally.
Yeah, I mean, and it's also, I mean, you guys know this because you went through it, but like, we didn't just have like a first come, first serve process for vendors. Like we had like an application process where we had, in-depth conversations about who we really want to be there. And there were questions on the application that like, hey, tell us why you're a good fit for this. Tell us like how you're going to make it special.
I assumed when I sent mine in and it was kind of smart ass, like I do. I was like, oh shit, I didn't hear back from you guys right away. I was like,
we made you a little sweat.
They're having a meeting. They're having a meeting Thursday, all about you, Planet.
I overdid it. All right, Holly, go ahead. I know you took yourself off mute like 20 times there to say something.
It's okay. No, you're fine. It was. I didn't even have to read the name or the company name. I was like, "That's Dan. That's Dan." Hands
but it was
down.
just, it was just another layer of like intentionality we wanted to add to this. We didn't want just like whoever writes a check can be there. We really wanted it to be, because I'll be honest, like we got, and I hope this is okay saying this, like this is a residential cleaning event. We got multiple vendors that like dabble in like the commercial space mainly. And we're like, this really, this isn't for you. This is for the residential world. We want to keep that clean and intentional because one, every vendor who's there, we obviously want them to have the best possible experience as well, right? We want everybody to win at this event. But also we want the attendees to win too, and like have vendors that they can relate to and like really connect with and learn from, that really speak into specifically what they do. But I mean, if we just accept a check from a commercial vendor, but they're all residential cleaning companies there, that's not really, prudent of us either to like let them come just because they wrote a check. So I mean, we really have had some layers of intentionality to this that I feel like are not normal, and I'm really proud of the team for doing that. Because it just goes back to what I was saying. Like we do it for the quality and for the community of that exist in the residential cleaning space.
I love this stuff.
Shawn, before you ask a question, Anthony Freeman has a question. Where is this event and when?
That's what I was
Anthony, let me tell you, this event is in Indianapolis, March 16th to 18th. And we'll drop the links in the chat here, but you can go to mycleancon.com to get more information. We'd love to see you there. mycleancon.com.
Okay. I'm grabbing it. I'm dropping it. It's going in.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah, make sure you get that my in there, because I was like CleanCon.com and it's not the same. So my CleanCon.
Yeah, the buying of CleanCon.com wasn't in the budget for year one.
I'm sure about that.
Wasn't in the budget for year one. Yeah.
Let me jump to something, and then real quick, with typical speaking engagements, and we've all been on stage speaking somewhere many times. You guys are kind of doing a little bit different thing with the panels, and can you just talk a little bit about that and why, and then. Is it, and I was on the website, it's interactive a little bit and stuff. And I've seen some panels that are just cooler than hell. And I've seen some that were kind of awkward, but I think whoever you guys have like hosting it, or, the moderator or whatever, makes a big difference in the whole scheme of things with the panel.
So you are looking at your moderators. And I would say there's a few reasons, and obviously Holly, you just got back on too, and Drew, but jump in. But there's a few reasons for it. So it's not a super long event, and it's been designed, especially this first one, it's designed to be intimate, and everyone is staying in the same rooms together. We've got our pillars are community, education, and innovation, right? Community, education, innovation. And so we want everyone hearing the same things. This might change in the future. This is our structure for our launch event. So we want to keep everyone together, hearing the same things, and not having FOMO about this over there or whatever. And we're just really trying to create and curate a really intimate experience for everyone who's going to be there. So there's that piece. And then in terms of the panel piece, we're really thoughtful about what we want to talk about, what we see as sort of the most pressing needs in the industry right now. I mean, we're all in the industry, so we're talking, Holly's got people she's talking to in software, Drew's talking to people in marketing, I'm talking to people I'm coaching, like we're all pretty tuned in. So we're like, okay, what can we bring? And we're bringing industry experts, and we're still, we've had a lot of speaker applications, which is awesome. And we're still accepting speaker applications, by the way, for just a little bit more time, not much longer, but we've had a lot, and we're really trying to put something together that can help people at a variety of levels of business, right? Drew, type. So we're really
busted. God, that's so loud.
So I can't help it, bro. So anyway, I'll stop talking, but that's why there's a lot of, and we're going to bring people together before, like, you're not going to be like, cool, you're on this panel, we'll see you the day of. Like, that's not happening. Like, we are going to be like, and I'll pass it on. So Holly, I don't know if you want to come out and talk about how we're going to do that a little bit differently, but so I'm not the only one talking, but go for it. Yeah.
The school teacher in me wants to take over at this point. Yeah. So the panels are going to be very discussed before. So they're going to have a direction. They're going to know what questions they're going to answer. They're going to know what key points they need to fill in, and what is the best person for that question to be able to like really give this, badass insight to the industry. And just us as the moderators are going to make sure that when that panel comes, you're going to be like, that's the best freaking panel I've ever heard. Because that's how CleanCon rolls. We're not
Right.
coming in there halfway. We're
Yeah.
going to make sure it's like all talked about before, and we've gotten the maximum of education from multiple different views, like
Yeah.
interesting aspects that maybe haven't been brought to the industry or heard on anything, because I think that's what we're all yearning for. We're tired of hearing the same old shit. Sorry, I can cuss on this podcast. The same old
Sure
crap
can.
over and over again, and we're just tired of it. So like, let's hear some new interesting aspects, and let's get that out on the panel. Like, we don't want to hear repeats. We're here twice a year to go to CleanCon, where we can all come together, and we want to make the best absolute effort to make sure that you get the most education out of your time.
Yep.
I don't know. Going back to what we were saying about, vendor applications and making the room right. Like I said, just it's another extra layer of intentionality. And I feel like that is so true in this too, when we're talking about speakers. And yeah, I've got some people like, it's just a bunch of panels. I'm like, yeah, but these, like Holly said, like, this is not like a panel like normal.
Right.
We are going to meet hopefully multiple times with everybody that's asked to be on a panel before the event, like to talk through it. Like, how do we as a group of people provide the most possible value in the time that we do have on stage? I want it's just level of intentionality. And I think all three of us are podcast hosts. So like, I think we're good natural moderators of conversation. I think we've done it enough. So this is not a moderator who just asked the question and then just asked another question and asked another question. Like, I don't know, Erin, my wife, she's a journalist by trade, and she has taught me so many things. Like, the gold is in the follow-up. Like, that's a classic line in like interviewing, right? Like the most beautiful part of an answer is never asked just from the first question. It's when the moderator like listens deeply and asks a follow-up on what the answer was. And like, that's where the gold can come from. So like, we're all podcast hosts. We have conversations for a living, right? A part of our job. So like, we're good at creating those conversations and like pulling out those little nuggets. But also like, I think it's cool for people that are going to be on these panels. Like I said, you don't just need to show up and sit down and not really know what you're going to talk about. Like, this is going to be like really intentionally done, where it's going to provide the most possible value to the people in the audience, as well as, if like time prevails, audience Q&A to these panels too. Like letting them ask direct questions to the people on the panels, I think is providing a lot of value too.
Yeah, and I'll just toss in, if I may, that we're also creating, like, there is going to be Q&A, there's going to be hot seats, there's going to be other stuff, because Holly talks constantly about how ADD she is, and so she's like, we can't just have boring programming, we've got to have cool stuff going on. So we're being really thoughtful.
Well, we've heard that from multiple people too.
Yeah,
like, please don't just sit me in a room and let me just listen to one person talk for an hour. Like, so, we've heard that from multiple people.
Yeah. So that's also a big part of it. And the other thing with these panels that I think is going to be great is that we're going to hear from people that we have heard from, people we have not heard from, bringing all kinds of just different perspectives into the room, right? So we really want to encourage people who are like, God, I've got this thing that's killing it in my business. Come apply for one of the panels if it fits in, right?
Absolutely. Now, what about the vendor stuff? If somebody's thinking about becoming a vendor, or there's still applications being accepted, and what sort of vendors are you looking for? And what I know there's some limitations on some things you can do. I don't know if you can.
Hey, sorry. I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So my most exciting panel, and we've talked about this a lot of times, is we want people to bring their managers, and we're hosting a managers panel. And I think that the owners are going to love that panel, because hearing from a perspective of somebody who doesn't own a business for an hour is going to be so super powerful. And we've selected, or we are going to select, some of the best ops people or managers in the industry. And I think that's going to be a completely different perspective that no one's heard. So that's the panel I'm most excited about.
That's going to be awesome.
Love that you brought that up in general, because we have been pushing that. Like, this is not just an event for the owner. This is not, we've had people ask when we talk about bringing managers, yeah, but like, are you just going to talk on stage how like I can make more money and then my staff is just really awkward the whole time? Like, no, that's not what this not, you know what I mean? That will
That's
probably
part
get
of it.
brought
That's
up.
part of it. Profit
That's part-
first. That's part of
Yes,
it.
100%. But like it is not going to be your manager feels like none of this is valuable to them. None of this is here for why are they here, right?
Right.
And I'm guessing we're going to talk about the mastermind tables later too, but like there's going to be so many moments I think we're going to create for those what I call just like A players in your business that they're going to experience something like they've never experienced before. And like I think they're longing for, and they might not even realize it, like connections with people that are A players at other cleaning companies too, that they didn't even think that could be a possibility. I think we're going to make moments for them too that is going to be a game changer.
I love that
And
because it's,
everybody is going to be friends. Everybody. It's going to be
Everybody.
friendships. Go
You get a friend. You get a friend.
And the other thing is that's going to be different about these panels. We all have a lot to see. We're all podcasters. We all have a lot to say. Is that we're not. There's no selling from stage. There's none.
Yep.
So this is a really different event. Like you're not coming to CleanCon for us to be like, hey, by the way, like that's not happening. And interestingly, the three of us, the owners, founders of CleanCon, none of us are sitting on panels. Like we're not.
Yeah.
We're hosting them and we're doing that stuff, and we are going to be around and running around. And you're going to hear our voices and whatever. But like we're not. This is not about us. This is about the industry, and this is about like raising up the industry. So there's no selling from stage. There's no like bigger, longer
term. So
yeah,
quick.
that's not a thing. Yeah. Like, you know, so I mean, come offer amazing, like Shawn Day sitting on a panel, like I'm probably going to want to work with you. There's a good chance I'm going to want to work with you after I hear what you have to say, but you're not selling from stage, right? So it's like also a very key differentiator in
it's super cool because I love the relationship part of it. That's you're forcing, and I don't like the word force, but it's creating an opportunity for a lot of relationship building with operators of the business. You know, Dan, I'd love to have Nikki come to this from Higher Lead Chill. I mean, we're not, you know, that would be phenomenal for her to hear. You know, she's basically my general manager, my ops manager, and an account manager, but she would just dream to have somebody to identify with, somebody to talk to that isn't called an owner, to be able to just shoot the breeze with and not feel isolated, like, okay, all the managers over here, all the owners over here. You know, I think that's a brilliant thing, especially in the world of AI. It's so freaking refreshing to hear how you're just giving opportunity to build relationships. And Plata, you were like the biggest freaking relationship. I learned a lot from you 10 years ago, just, you know, relationships, man. And I'm like, where are we going? Come on, grab a cigar, grab a drink. We're going to go talk to 1 million people right now. And by God, did we, man?
I'm right up Holly's alley. Like, we're just going to go be friends with everybody. I'm like, one guy that I worked with in Minneapolis, he defined me as a Labrador, always wagging my tail. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. Like, spirit animal, Labrador. I'm just sniffing butts and wagging tails, man. I don't know what else.
You're so right, though. I mean, and we all know this, like being an owner can be really lonely, right? Like it's you in the corner, right? And I think sometimes we forget about like our A players and managers, like they could also probably get in a lonely rut too. You know, we somebody reached out to us during this process when we did our podcast after Vegas, and we talked about managers, and we talked about like how we really think there's going to be value there. And I had somebody reach out to me the next day. A client said, I was watching your replay of the podcast this morning on the treadmill, and I can't make this up. Yesterday, my manager was my like GM, my operator person was telling me how like she's so jealous that I have so many connections as other owners in the industry, and I have no one. Like the manager was saying, I have literally no one that I can reach out to. I don't have that network. I don't have those people like you do. And then I listened to that podcast where we're talking about like, this is why it's so great to bring your A players to CleanCon. It's like they need people too, right? Like they need people they can run the ideas off of, you know, because we can relate to them obviously as the owner and to some level, but like if they can have other A players that do their job at other cleaning companies across the country too, there's so much power in that. And like hopefully they'll connect, they'll become Facebook friends, they'll like maybe build groups of like micro groups of their own, right? You know, I mean, it's a really cool like thought that can be a reality for the managers and A players that are out there.
Huge.
I know we're all podcast hosts, but I'm hosting this show. So I'm going to say one thing, and I know Shawn's got 2 questions, he said, and someday we're going to get to those questions, Shawn. But Molly, you said this like 20 minutes ago. I'm bringing it back. But everybody being in one room. And and I reflect at all of the best relationships. Like I know all of you guys through going to conventions and trade shows and getting to hang out. I hung out with Holly last year, like in her Airbnb at the CBF live event. Like we were internet buddies, but then we actually got to like hang out and drink and eat. And Molly, I've seen you at many an event. Drew, I've seen you at many an event. Like it's not when we go see a speaker. That's not the memorable part. And we all know that. Like, yeah, the speakers are useful, and I love what you guys are doing with the panels, but the value is always in the relationships. Every time, 100%, prove me wrong. I don't know an event that I've ever been to where the most important thing that I got out of it wasn't a relationship. It's always a relationship. And I think your guys' focus on that with the panels, with keeping everybody together and like focusing on the building of the relationships. Like, I don't want to like skip over that. I think it doesn't get focused on enough. Everybody tries to get all these speakers and these big names and like money at these conventions. And they're great. But what's great about them is that we all get together and then the bar at the end of the night when you actually like build relationships, everybody reflects on that time. And that's what's great. And so like you guys are taking that and build it into the whole thing. Erica was chiming in on my personal feed. And then I had to be the asshole that was like, hey, here, click on this link, get over
Yay,
here.
Erica. Awesome, Erica. Yeah.
Can't wait to meet you. Yeah.
Yeah. She's bringing her manager. Fantastic. Yeah.
Love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Justice for the
Darlene's
managers, you know.
Darlene's in the house.
All right, Darlene. Yeah, it is the connections. Yeah. And yeah, well, you said it well. I agree with you. I'll stop talking.
I did a really good job of that. Was the longest I had been quiet on my podcast
Ever.
And that might be the longest I've ever been quiet in my life forever. Shawn, ask your question.
I was gonna mention it, but I was like, whoa, what's happening here?
I didn't
Dan's
know-
awful.
Is Dan frozen? He's being weird. Is this screen frozen?
I was really wondering how the five of us were going to manage this because we all got like really
we're
good
doing
things
great.
to say, but we're doing
Look
great.
at us. Who would have
look
thought?
at us.
Here we are.
Shawn, what's your question, Shawn?
I think one of them was already asked and answered.
See, told you. Look at us. Kill him.
The panel one. But I need a follow-up question according to Drew's wife, so I'll think of something. Talk about the so we're all, and I love it's Indianapolis. I love it's not
Is it
Vegas.
just me, or is he muted, or is it because I'm in Mexico?
It's
I think it's you.
You're in
It's
Mexico.
you.
It's Mexico.
Everything's going really well. Yeah, here.
Yeah, we're good.
So it's all good. But I love that it's not in Vegas. I love that it's not in Orlando. It's fine to go there, and I'm getting like freaking sled dogs out where I'm at right now with about 4 foot of snow in Northeast Ohio. So I'll tell you, my daughter goes to college about 45 minutes away from this venue. And before I knew about this CleanCon, she had asked me to go to some like show or concert with her and get her tickets as a Christmas present, which I did. And it just so happens that this is going to be the exact same time.
Boom.
At the end of this convention, 2 days later, I'll be sticking in Indianapolis going to a show with my daughter. So it works out
Nice.
Let's go.
perfect.
That's
Tell
all.
me a little bit, what am I looking for in Indianapolis? What's this venue look like? Where's the food at? Where am I taking my college kid to have a drink?
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess I can take this one probably
Yeah,
because I'm the
pretty much.
Indiana boy, right?
I've never been there.
Yeah. So Indianapolis is a fantastic city. They have done so much to the downtown area. We will be at the Conrad is where this event is taking place, and our cocktail reception the night before is at this like super cool venue called the Indianapolis Arts Garden. It's a very popular event space in Indianapolis. It's a giant glass dome that literally sits over top an intersection in downtown Indianapolis. It's going to be really, really cool. But Aaron and I, we have been working on like our list of things to do in Indy that we'll like supply attendees with when they're coming in. Like great restaurants. If you're a steak lover, you have to go to this place called St. Elmo's. It's one of the most infamous steakhouses in the country. They've got like amazing, steaks, classic. Just they have, you know what? This actually has to happen. Dan, do you like cocktail sauce? Like shrimp cocktail?
I like anything with the word cocktail in it, so sure.
There it is. Cool. They have the spiciest, and I'm not kidding, the spiciest shrimp cocktail sauce you'll ever have in your
I do
entire
like
life.
spicy too. Let's do it.
They
Yeah.
shred fresh
And you're saucy.
horseradish to order. like as you order the cocktail sauce. So that's got to happen at some point. But like Indianapolis is great, and honestly, it's happening over St. Patrick's Day, which
nice.
I don't
Molly
think we really
Moran.
fully realize. Yeah, exactly right. But
Molly
Indianapolis
realized it the
has-
whole time. She just didn't
Yeah.
tell you guys why she was doing what she was doing. Yeah.
Well, Shelly, who was here earlier, this is like over her birthday too, so we'll be like
Yeah.
celebrating her
This is
birthday
gonna be
too.
unbelievable.
But like Indianapolis has a canal that goes through the downtown area, and they dye it green. Like there's a bunch of like fun St. Patrick's Day stuff that's going to be going on in Indianapolis as well. So it's a really fun city. I'm excited to show off. I tell you what, we've heard from a bunch of like Midwest people who are pumped about a Midwest event. Was talking to a client earlier today, like, yeah, I literally mapped it the other day. We can drive there in like 5 hours or something like that. It's like awesome. So I mean, it's I'm pumped for like the Midwest people to get an event in the Midwest.
And that was intentional.
Yeah.
That was really
Yeah.
Shawn, like that was super intentional. It's like, hang on, like let's look at, because no one needs another Vegas convention
Right.
center. No one needs Orlando again. Like, where can we go? Where can we get people who can get in their cars and they can drive?
Yeah.
And anyway, so, and also we voted Texas off for a little bit too, but the next one's going to be in Texas, but not for the first one. October. That's great.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Texas
right.
is great. Texas is great.
No, Texas is great. It is great, but we're just looking to shake it up a little bit, right?
Right.
Something
But-
different. Because
Yeah.
Sean's right. You do get the same cities a lot during. Like,
I was gonna
concerts.
say, yeah, just mixing it up, changing the vibe, changing the scenery. Indianapolis now, like, good thing you didn't pick the end of January when it's -20.
Oh, yeah.
That'd have
Well,
been,
we're
that'd been-
smarter
yeah.
than, like,
been
we'd be dumb. We'd be just dumb,
Yeah.
right?
Holly, like based on Holly right now, I think she'd have been like, yeah, never mind. See you guys. Good luck. I think she. Or also, what I know about Holly, she'd be like, give me some camouflage. I'm gonna go out and get something. Like I'm
Yeah,
going out
yeah,
hunting.
exactly.
Like this is
Yeah.
hunting weather. I gotta go out and get something.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about it now, and I think I'm literally going to Orlando 3 times this year for
Yeah.
conferences. Like
Yeah.
just that one city, I think I'm in Orlando 3 times this year.
That airport
It's-
stresses me out. The Dallas airport stresses me out, and the Orlando airport stresses me out because it's like you don't know what's around the next corner, and you get there and you're like, no way. Sometimes you get there and you're like, oh, no way. And sometimes you get there and you're like, no.
Oh, like how long the line is what you're
Yeah,
saying?
Orlando's
Like,
rough, man. You could get like a school bus full of kids from some sporting event or going to Disney,
Oh, sure.
and it's
yeah.
a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, Indianapolis, it's
Confusing.
weird, but like they're top 3 convention city in the world. Like, and because the downtown area in general is the most walkable big city downtown area ever.
It's
You are
super
so
cool
close to
downtown.
so many things. So I'm pumped to show off the Midwest and like Indiana. Yeah.
I'm pumped. I don't want to brag about this, but Darlene is notorious for going in my personal chat, and then I can't put her stuff on the screen because it's in my personal chat and not a business. I'm really pumped that Darlene is in the in the business
Heck
chat
yeah.
here. She's throwing hearts in. She's making comments. I can put them on the screen. Darlene,
All
you
right.
crushed
Way to
it.
go, Darlene.
Crushed it.
All right, Darlene.
Love her so much.
She was one of like feel like one of our first tickets purchased. If I go back, I feel like
She's
she
all
was
over
one
it.
of the first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Totally.
love it.
Totally.
Hold on. We already said her first name. We're going round robin. Pronounce the next
Oh,
two
don't
names.
do this.
Come on. Shawn, you got to start first. Pronounce the next two names after Darlene. And Darlene looks like Darlin, I want to say too.
Schmidt Tyson.
I thought you quit drinking.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, not with Molly Moran.
This really
and
is
the
a happy
Irish.
hour.
You nuts?
All right. I
Shire
got
Schmidt is what I'd say.
Shire Schmidt Thiessen is what I'd say. Shire Schmidt
Thiessen?
Thiessen. I mean, I know there's an I in there, but
Look at Holly trying to see.
this is so
I'm
funny.
not even attempting. No way, no how.
what is
Yeah.
it?
It's Shire Schmidt Tyson.
Neil's it.
Darlene, did I get that right? Darlene, I think Darlene puts all of her names in full on there just to fuck with us. I'm pretty sure.
Darlene, come on.
Pretty sure she's like, good luck, y'all. I think she just does it because like this is fun for her. She just likes to do that.
I like that. I like that.
It is one of my favorite things about her. She has the most unpronounceable names. It's incredible. I think she probably went and legally changed them intentionally just to make them hard to pronounce. Just
You think so?
for she's hilarious. I
Does
think
she
she
have
would
like
do that.
oppositional defiance disorder or something?
I don't know.
Come on
She's
out,
hilarious,
Darlene.
so I guess it seems like something she would do. Like maybe
Hey.
either part of her personality came from having extravagant names, or her personality dictated that she had to go and like make her name funny so that she could match it with her personality. I don't know which one came first. It's a chicken or an egg thing.
My aunt.
Yes, no, Indianapolis is going to be great. Yeah.
It's Scherschmidt.
My aunt's name was Mary Asshorn, and she didn't like it, so she got it changed to Sarah Asshorn.
Yeah, all right.
And if you like comedy like that, we'll see you in Indianapolis.
Yeah, right.
Comedy gold. Yeah. Comedy gold.
At the cocktail reception, apparently Holly's going to do like a 30-minute stand-up routine. So there it is. Yeah.
It's free. It's free. You don't have to pay any extra.
Not a VIP
Please come.
ticket.
Please come. We'll give you a discount. We'll actually pay you. Please come.
Hey y'all, I hate to be I hate to be a butthole. I've made a great effort to be here. I didn't expect to be in Mexico, but I am, and it's getting dark, and I'm in a truck, so I'm gonna look weird. And I appreciate the invite, y'all. I'm gonna have Shelly rejoin in case she needs to say something in our behalf. But other than that, I'm peacing out, and I appreciate y'all so much. Dan, thank you.
What really importantly, are you like back down to get that 200 incher? Are you going for a 200 incher? Is that why you're back down there? Hell yeah. We'll get them. You got them.
Well, we had like a 4-day weekend, and I was like, and then some guys got stranded because of the ice storm, and our buddy has a private jet, so he like came down to pick them up, and he was like, y'all want to ride with me? And I'm like, yeah.
Turns out, yes, I do, because I got this tag and it ain't punched yet. Here we go.
Exactly.
You know, we've had different weeks, Holly.
You gotta do
the high point of my week was my kids are going back to school tomorrow. You had a little PJ today, and I'm excited that there's only
it all goes back to a storm. It's all weather related. Weather related circumstances.
I'll send y'all my pictures, but Shelly's coming back. I really love y'all. I couldn't hear Shawn the whole time. I have no idea what she said, but I was sure it was genius. And I love all of y'all, and I love this industry. I love the residential cleaning industry, and it's about time we all stood up for it. Not just us three, everybody. We need to grow each other as an industry for sure. Love y'all.
Let's go.
Go get them.
Peace. Love y'all. Gonna go kill some things now.
Yeah, I love you guys.
Apparently something that is
hey, God, mind her crosshairs.
Yeah.
whatever it is, I'm not.
You're good. You're good, Molly. Just say it confidently. Bring it. You got it.
I did take the hunter safety course when I was 12.
Yeah. You remember some things. Yeah,
I did. Yeah. Anyway,
well, what did we miss? What else is going down? Did we miss?
Well, a couple other things. We've talked about the panels and the speakers and stuff, but two other things. And the night of the sort of cocktail hour reception, and it's not going to be. I mean, it's going to be that, but it's going to be very fun, and that's a part of the event. So we want everyone to get in on Monday in time to come to connect. That's get to know you, get to know new people, sort of thing. And then on Wednesday morning, we do have a panel, but then we have a whole masterminding thing. I'm going to turn that over to Drew to talk about a little bit more, but goal setting and masterminding. And it's very specific. And it's very planned. It's not just go sit at a table. It's not what we've seen at other things that we've gone to. So go ahead, Drew.
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but like it's intentional. Everything we're doing, we are just trying to be as intentional as possible. So the mastermind tables, I know in other events like round tables are used, but like this is really something completely different, I think, than a lot of people have experienced. So the first level of intentionality that we're doing is we are going to be placing the attendees at round table, mastermind tables with cleaning business owners that are the same size as them. And then there will also be specific tables for those A players as well. So you are going to be sitting down. I think it's like an hour and a half, right? Something like that. Hour and a half, 2 hours, I think is what we have programmed for that.
About 2, I think.
Where like maybe at your table will be 8 to 10 different people that are in the same boat as you, that are in the same waters as you, that are the same size as you, dealing with the same problems as you. And the entire goal is each person comes to the table with one thing they want to solve. And I truly believe with those 8 to 10 people at that table, that problem is going to be solved quickly. And each person's going to get like 10 minutes. We're going to have a running clock on a screen. You get 10 minutes to say your problem. And what is really cool about these tables that I've done these similar things at agency events, you come to the table with one problem and then you leave with like 10 other problems that you didn't realize you had. And luckily you also now have answers to those problems, right? Because like maybe they bring up something that you don't even realize could be a problem for you, but then the more they're talking, you're like, oh, this is a problem. I just didn't even realize it. So like you're going to learn about problems maybe before they're even happening or before you realize they're a thing. And then you're also going to get the answer. So they're very powerful tables. They will be, we'll be really sticklers on these two. Like I said, there'll be a running clock because we know we've all been at similar tables like this where certain personality types will take over and they'll talk the entire time. And we're going to like honesty agreement when we start. Maybe Dan, are you self-proclaiming to be one? But like we're going to like we're really going to like call people out like, hey, we want every single person to get value from this, not just one person at the table. Call them out in like a friendly, loving way. But we really want all of those people to walk away with their problem solved and a confident plan on how to solve it, as well as everybody else at the table walks away with that value too.
You guys ever watch Chappelle's Show? There's the one episode where he had the wrap it up button. Wrap that shit up.
We need to wrap it up.
We do. Yeah.
Sorry, Molly. I just got excited.
That's good. I'm like, we do need some kind of like
you need a button,
a button, a stuffed animal, or something to like, whatever, move it along. But I think
a stuffed animal just to whip at somebody's face.
Exactly.
Hit them in the head. Yeah.
That's what I bring to my team events, stuffed animals that we can, like little ones, we can just whip at each other. No. So I think the other thing I just want to say about that is I think, a lot of people go to these events and they're like, oh, okay, well, I've got this size company. I want to go talk to this person with this size company and see what their wisdom is and whatever. And it's like, actually, probably the folks that are around your same range, it's going to be a range, right? Yeah. Probably have the answers to your solutions. And, and you probably have the answer to your solution actually. But anyway, being around people that are around your same operating size, rather than looking way beyond, like, yes, let's grow, let's go, or on the other side, people that are, large businesses, they don't necessarily want to be, they're dealing with different issues than people who are at a tenth of their size. So we want to be very thoughtful about this so that everyone can get the most out of it. And like Drew said, the A players or the managers are going to have their own tables. So they're not going to be at the tables with the owners. That's going to be pulled apart. And the vendors can have their own, are going to have their own table, but they're not going to be at the tables. No vendors are going to be at the tables either. So there's no vendors going to be like, although we're being very intentional about the vendors, no vendors going to be like, hang on, I got the solution for you. And all you got to do is buy my product and I'll solve it. Like that's not
Shut that down.
That is not happening. Right. So it's all like, it truly is a very intentional event, like from beginning to end.
It's the word of the night.
Now, Shawn,
I think you're muted. Well, Dan's muted too. You guys both muted each other.
What's going on, Drew? How you doing, Drew?
My kids are screaming in the background, so I'm going to go on mute for a second and disappear and go yell at them real quick.
Great. Got it.
Just shut up. I'm going to do one of those, and I'll be right back.
What's that?
Yeah, I hear you now.
I've been at so many roundtables where I remember one, it was in St. Louis, I think, and it was a Christmas light thing. And like this dude just completely took over, was trying to sell some stuff that he was selling. And coach, it was like, and I'm just sitting there going, you just want to spit slap somebody that does that. And it just ruined the whole vibe. It just ruined it. And I've never been to an event where that somebody putting the event on had that sort of situation where you're not going to allow that to happen, because I've seen it happen and it just ruins everything. So that was one thing. And then the other thing is there is a mistake in trying to hang out, not all the time, but in something like this with learning, there is a mistake to try to hang out with the $5 million gal that has that business, because she's already forgotten what it was like to be at $250,000 or $500,000 and can't help you. She's going to tell you what she thought it was like, number one. Number two, that's back when frickin' she was using Angie's List to get customers. Okay. Yeah. That ain't the way to do it anymore. So it's a whole different ballgame when you really get together with, and you can identify, I use that word a lot. When you can identify with people that are in your backyard and in your same growth stage of business, you are going to learn, and you don't know what you don't know,
100%.
Now.
It's just like I said, they're rowing the same boat. Is really like what it is. Like they're rowing the same boat as you. The boat's the same size. They know how heavy it is to pick up the oar that's going to row that boat. That's impressive, by the way, what just happened.
It's super impressive, distracting. You watched and talked during that time. I was just watching. Like, good job.
No, like there's just so much value to this. An agency group that I'm in, we do this religiously. This is like a part of every event we do. And I swear, I walk away, I'm like, man, I would pay just for that hour and a half, like to sit with my peers, to sit with my people, and us just like no egos at all at the table. Just value. You give more than you take, and like that hour and a half is always easily the best part about it, right? And there's just certain levels of intentionality. That's the word of the night, but like certain levels of intentionality that really make those moments the best. But I'm so excited for that. And like you're right, like there are people that have come as like, well, I want to sit at like the big boy table. I want to learn from them. There will be so many moments in the week of CleanCon. Pull them aside, talk to them, meet them at the bar. Like there will be moments where you can talk to those people, ask them questions about like how they've done what they've done. That's just not that moment, right? Yeah. Like we really want you to be with your people that are rowing the same boat as you, and connect with people. And like honestly, our dream too is like those people that you're at that table with, it's not the last time you talk, right? Like we want you to connect with these people forever, right? And like make your own little peer group, grow together, start a group chat, all of that kind of stuff. We've got like some big dreams about what that could look like too in the future in CleanCon. And like that's one of our community pillars. We want like these people that you're going to go to battle with for an hour and a half at that round table to be your people that you're just going to stay with forever, right? And stay connected and grow together. And because if you grow together, your problems will stay similar, right? And relatable to each other. So we've got some big dreams. It's but those round tables and mastermind tables, I'm so freaking excited for it. And I'm like not even at a table. I'm just so pumped to sit back and just watch the room do what it's going to do, right? Like I'm excited. I'm so pumped. Like that's near the end of the last day. And then we're going to have like really like a goal setting after that. And like there's nothing better than hearing from 10 people that are smart like you, hearing what they're doing, hearing their problems and their ideas, and then like sitting down with a piece of paper and like, all right, what am I going to do? What am I taking from this? What do I do next? So it's going to be really powerful.
Yeah.
Darlene wants to know, and you've kind of talked a little bit about this, but talk more about the future plans. Like how often are you guys doing these? What's the trajectory?
Yeah. The trajectory right now is twice a year. Yeah, Darlene. So we're doing this one, and then the next one is planned for, we are still finalizing the date, but it's looking like the first part of October in Austin, Texas. So twice a year, sort of 6 and 6, but that's the plan for now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys picked like in hunting season, you didn't pick like a round opener, and you didn't pick the rut. You guys picked like the perfect spot.
I totally thought about
we did that
so
with you.
Yeah.
Once again, intentionality. We're not messing around, Dan.
I bet like you guys were throwing dates around, and Holly was probably like, "Yeah, no." Okay,
are you kidding? That girl gets on a plane and goes and flies around the world to hunt wherever she wants.
That's true.
She rode on a private jet today, Dan.
Like whatever. Like
there are levels to this, and that ain't my level. Okay.
We were just thinking about you, Dan. That's all we were thinking about.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate
totally.
that. Yeah, Holly says that was me. There's seasons. There's seasons to these things.
We're so psyched to see you all, and thank you for having us.
You're very welcome.
Great. Yeah.
I've got to rock and roll.
I know you do.
Shawn, it was good seeing you.
All right, guys, take good care, and we'll be in touch.
See you soon, man. Good.
All right. Bye.
All right.
What else?
So cool about his daughter, like just how the timing worked out.
Yeah, it's
I wonder
awesome.
what concert. I should have asked. See, that'd be the good follow-up to ask. Like what concert?
There's always a follow-up. Yeah. What always blows my mind is like Shawn and I have been working together for a decade now. Like it, and it seems like it was yesterday. Like when I met his daughter, she was a little kid, and I know that all parents say this. They're like, "Oh, they grow up so fast," like, and then they just make themselves old. And I'm like, "Holy shit! I just saw these kids grow up."
Yeah,
like
you're old. You're old.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. I can tell by my joints. By the way, I didn't dress up for you guys. I want to be really clear. Like, I'm not wearing a polo shirt and I didn't dress up for the show. I had a networking thing earlier this morning, and then I'm just too lazy to like get up.
Dan,
Are you
what are
wearing
you
pants?
doing? Why
Be
do you
honest.
make us feel good about ourselves? Why you got to do that?
I just didn't want you to feel like you know me well enough to know. Hey, I do want you to know though, Molly, this is actually important. I wore beer socks today. My admin, with my sock obsession that you started, my admin bought me a pair of socks with beer cans, and I have a pair of shoes with beer cans on them.
Oh.
And so it was a BNI event, which I'm not like local BNI chapters, not necessarily my jam. I showed up to one today that had over 100 people there. It was It was actually the first BNI event I went to where I was like, oh damn, like this is actually you guys
That's
are
a huge chapter.
Yeah, I've been to some before where it's like 20 to 40 people, and it just feels like everybody's trying to sell some shit, and like the referrals aren't genuine. The referrals are like money. Right. This was like more of their pitches were into the spirit of your event. More of the pitches in this group were thanking other vendors than trying to sell their shit. And I was like,
you know what? Shout out BNI. You know, and I haven't said that a lot in life, but you know, I met Dominique Williams, who owns a residential and commercial cleaning company in Kokomo, Indiana, like good friend of mine. I met him originally at BNI. And like one could say, who knows if I would have gone down the path that I've gone down if it weren't because of that BNI chapter and meeting Dominique Williams. Just saying. Wow. Maybe I owe them more than I give them credit for.
Maybe you do.
Dominique is shit. I like that guy.
Shout out BNI.
What's up, Dom? What's up, Dom?
Hey,
he got out of Dodge. He's in like the Caribbean right now. He's not in Indiana. He got out.
Yeah. Back to what we've talked about though, like relationships.
Yeah, totally.
Like wherever you can expand and build relationships, like that's where the value happens, and that's what sends you down the path that you go down.
Totally.
And you keep trying to build awesome relationships, and the ones that are right stick.
Yep.
And it's become cheesy and like cliche, but like that your net worth is your network. Like, dear me, there's so much possible truth in that. Like,
hold on though, I debunked that, and it's in one of my presentations. But here I'll just get to it. The reason I say that's not true, and it's people's interpretations of it that are not true, is people see that as like, well, how much money do they have, right? And so they try to surround themselves with people with more money. And like, I've been around a lot of people that are really rich and are pieces of shit, and I don't want anything to do with that, right? Like, that's like people's net, when they hear net worth, they're like money. Dollars, I view net worth as like the whole, like the value of a human. That has nothing to do with money. Like, if there's a lot of value, they probably also make some money, but it's not just, it's absolutely not about the money, right? It's about the relationship. It's about the value in the relationship and like who they are as a person. Some of my best friends don't do shit for money, but are great people, but it's not because they create a lot of money. It's because of the path they chose. Like, they chose to not go make a lot of money because it doesn't, what they do doesn't make a lot of money, but what they do is really impactful. And like, that net worth of that is far more important to me than no offense, Holly, but who's flying a private jet just doesn't matter to me. Holly's the shit.
I mean, I'd like to really fly on a private jet.
If Holly was like, I have $0 to my name and I'm walking to Mexico to go shoot this 200-inch muley, I'd be like, Holly, you's a badass. Like, just badass either way.
What's a muley?
Mule deer.
It's mule deer.
Oh, deer. Okay.
Yeah.
Like that Molly jumped in and was like, it's a mule deer, Drew. Come on.
It's a mule deer. I took that class when I was 12. I know what a muley is.
Holly goes, unless they have a private jet.
Right. You'll walk, but if they have a private jet.
That's my problem with that saying is like, I've seen people make terrible decisions in life based on that advice and their interpretation that it means go hang out with people that make more money than you. And I've seen a lot of people go down the wrong path by trying to go make more money and hang out with people that make more money. Not saying that like money happens if you go help a lot of people. I'm not saying money's evil, but I have seen evil people go do things for money and they don't make the world a better place. So just be careful. Be careful.
Cautionary tale from Dan. But you know, I think I mean it's about though, like who do you like, where do you want to go? How do you want to model your life? If you want to like get really fit, then you want to get around people who are really fit. If you want to get really rich, then you might want to learn some of their money tricks about how to get really rich. If you want to get, you know, like whatever it is, it's like search out those people that are doing some of the things that can enforce where you want to go. But be discerning is obviously key with everything. Because if you want to get really, fit, you don't want to. Anyway, you got to be very careful with that.
You don't want to drink
if you live a life full of
every day.
Right.
You
right.
know,
What's that,
just
Drew?
one could say you could just be more intentional.
One could say that.
I don't know.
One
I'm
could
not
say
sure
that.
anybody would ever say anything like that. I don't think people
That
say
word doesn't mean anything.
I think dinner is ready at my house because it smells so good. I don't understand what
Ooh.
happened because I didn't think we had any food because we're going on vacation tomorrow to get to warm weather.
What's for
Oh
dinner
yeah, you're
tonight?
doing like the empty the fridge play.
I think so. I don't know what's happening.
Your kitchen was an episode of Chopped tonight. Like there's a basket full of random leftover ingredients. Make something work.
I'm super curious about what's happening out there.
Those are sometimes the best nights.
Right.
Like, what can we do? Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Molly, what's your sock lineup for the show? Do you already have ideas of what types of socks you're gonna wear?
Well, here's the thing. I've gotten really a little bit picky about my socks. Now
I would imagine so.
Right. So, and Drew, Dan is asking me because one time I was on stage on a panel or something, and I had socks on that may or may not have had the F-bomb on them and some other things. And he noticed them, as did many other people that day.
They were inspirational.
And they were inspirational. And after that, it's so funny. I got so many pairs of socks. And so, and actually, Dan asked me about my sock game when I was on, when he was on my pod. And a friend of mine listened to it. He's like, "You need Live Bright socks." And a friend of mine went out and got me. Did I ever send you any, Dan?
I don't know.
Live Bright socks? Did you ever get any Live Bright socks?
I never did, but I wouldn't blame you if I didn't. I would blame the mail.
Okay. I don't know
That's
if
like a
they
50%
knew.
chance that they'd show up.
Okay. But a friend of mine went out and bought me a whole bunch of Live Bright socks. So I'll definitely wear some of those. But I've gotten really picky. I really like bamboo socks.
Ooh.
And they
God,
feel
you're bougie.
It happened. Yeah, it happened. And you're pounding on that too.
He's already.
Guys, I can't describe how lightly I am trying to touch this keyboard. I'm trying so hard.
Are you ordering me bamboo
Mike's
socks? It's
picking it up.
only okay. Are you ordering me bamboo socks?
No.
Then stop typing.
Maybe.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm sure I'm gonna have some bamboo and some Live Bright. That's what I'm thinking.
But bamboo, can you just like? I mean, I'd imagine when you get bamboo socks, they don't just look like bamboo poles. Can't you like get a design on them that says?
Not that I have seen. No, all the ones that have like really good things on them, like they don't have the nice knit. They don't have the nice feeling on the feet. They're like, and so like your beer socks probably
They're not your most comfy. Let's be honest.
Right? Like they're
They're
cool.
socks.
They're dress
more
socks.
fashion than function. Yeah.
They're dress socks. They're thin. They're dress socks. But like compared to all the other dress socks I own, they're right up there. Dress socks suck to begin with. So
Dan, I need you to
bamboo
learn.
dress socks.
Maybe Molly will like this too. There's a brand called Free Fly that they make all of their clothing out of like bamboo cotton, and it is easily some of the most comfortable clothing I own. Free
Fly sounds like what I do after I go take a leak and forget to zip up. That sounds more like what that is.
How did you not make a fishing reference? Like that's literally what they do. They make like outdoorsy athleisure wear. That's like that kind of brand that they are.
No,
Free Fly.
Can you hear me typing right now?
No.
Nope.
What is my problem? What is wrong with me? I'm going to be so self-conscious the rest of my life touching any keyboard.
My dear, you're welcome. Okay.
Free Fly. That's my plug of the day. No free ads. I could set that one.
I'm down.
Okay.
All right. So everybody, you got to go to mycleancon.com.
Right.
Get your tickets. There's a code. Is it Best Damn Bookkeeping?
It is. All one word.
Best Damn Bookkeeping, one word, 10% off. Use that. Or don't, or just pay full price and like support good people doing good shit. You don't need to pay, you don't need a discount code. Go support good people.
But yeah, thank you. But if you want that 10%, then grab it. Use Best Damn Bookkeeping. And Dan, you're freaking awesome, dude. Like, thanks so much for having us on here. I'm so stoked to see you guys in Indianapolis.
I was actually thinking today, after the show, we got to do another show. We got to do like a recap. First event, what'd you learn? What do you change? And what you like? What didn't you like? Like we gotta. This is a new series. This is a new podcast series.
I like
apparently
it.
Dan's going to be
I'm there.
keeping a list of everything we've screwed up. So
Yeah, totally.
It'll be great. He's going to be
Let's
just
be
walking around with a
I'll be
notepad,
like, so
just
this
taking
time,
notes.
what
Yeah.
happened here, guys? What happened at 10:43?
I noticed the
You
panel
know?
of the afternoon started
No.
4 minutes late, so let's tighten that up. You know,
I mean, let's be honest. Like, who's going to be the most attentive to any of those things? It's definitely not me. I'm just going
That
to
would
be like,
be Aaron
oh,
Larison, folks. That's
Yeah,
who
like,
will
oh,
be incentive to those
there's
things.
people going
Yeah.
over by the bar now. Here we go. Oh, I do have one more question for you.
Yeah.
What's your understanding of the hotel's policies of like somebody that maybe has a backpack and there's like a couple beers in it? Any word
Here's
on
the thing,
like,
Dan.
what is the word on
For
that?
as much as this freaking hotel is charging me, do whatever the hell you want in that place. That's my
I like it.
opinion. You
I
know?
like it.
I was
I
gonna
like
say ask for forgiveness, and yeah,
100%.
it's been really funny in the budgeting meetings. Like they want to charge like $6.50 for cookies. They want to charge $80 for a gallon of iced tea. I think
We're not making those are accurate prices. There is
I'm not
no
making it up.
flipping going on.
wild. It's wild.
gallon
how-
of
So
iced
there will be no cookies or iced tea.
yeah, so-
Yeah, you know what? Don't use the coupon code. Yeah, matter, we'll take it back. Don't use the coupon.
Yeah, because you want to keep, so yeah, we're getting creative. We're getting creative. So I say bring your beer in a backpack and, bring a sippy cup and or maybe not a
There you
sippy cup, but bring your own little cup and who's going to pay attention?
I mean, I got these
There it
things.
is.
I got some
Yeah, there it is.
coffee,
Yeah. Do it.
What,
Like, who
you know,
cares?
what are they going to do?
Oh, this-
Stop and say, "Sir, can I smell your drink?" I don't
this
think they're
apple
gonna do
juice
that.
here. You want
Yeah.
taking my apple juice? Yeah, it's just apple
Yeah,
juice. I
forget that.
love me some apple juice, man. I just love it.
It's delicious.
It's bubbly
delicious.
apple juice. I like mine extra carbonated.
Bubbly.
It's actually barley juice. Maybe.
Barley juice.
So
Yeah, Wendy's right. She's in chat. She said, "Just bring a lot of Yeti cups.
Yeah,
Yeti cups for
perfect.
days."
Yes.
Boom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wendy's going to be there.
That's right.
heck
Yeah.
She was the one I was talking about earlier that said that she's pumped to drive down. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Wendy. Yeah. that's
from
gonna be awesome.
Michigan.
From Michigan. That's right.
Michigan. You guys, Darlene's coming from Michigan. Where's Erica? Erica's coming from
I'm telling you,
Michigan.
the Midwest is showing up for this event. I'm pumped.
Midwest is getting after it, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
All right, y'all.
Okay.
Did we miss anything? Any closing comments? Any final thoughts? I feel like I've asked that 3 times and then I say something different.
I'll say a
The
couple.
Midwest goodbye, Dan.
Yeah. Right. A couple final things is that we are, I think, about 65 or 70% sold. Is that right, Drew, for tickets?
Close to that. Yeah, it's probably
Close to
roughly.
that. So if you are, and I have talked to a lot of people who are like, yeah, I'm thinking about it, or probably whatever. There
Do
is
it.
actually limited
Get on it.
capacity. We're only
Yeah.
allowed to have so many people in the room. So do that. If that's one thing. The second thing is we are going to be doing some audience, like there's emails coming out. We're not going to inundate you with them, but one email that's coming out is going to be like, hey, do you have any questions for Mike Michalowicz? Because we're going to be pooling those to get what you have. You could ask him about Profit First. You could ask him about one of his other books. He's actually going to be, he's just come out with a new book, The Money Habit. So anything like that, we're going to be, so look out for an email for that. And then the third thing is that I believe we have 2 vendor spots left, Drew. Is that 2 or 3 vendor
2
spots?
or 3, I think. Yeah.
So if you're thinking I want to vend or whatever, it's not too late. We do have 2 or 3, and there's a total of, I think, 18 vendors in all, something like that. So there are, I believe, 2 spots left. So those are the only things I would say. We are a month and a half out, which is freaking insane. It's like you said that earlier, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so much work to do. And then we started talking about programming, and I was like, oh my God, what is happening at 10:43? So I'm gonna go eat dinner and get to work. I'm so excited for this event. Dan, thanks for having us, but that's all I
Appreciate it.
got. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Erica, she's ready. She's filling up her Stanley. Holly, some closing comments. Holly, peace out. Love y'all. Sell this out.
That's right.
Shoot, Holly, just go shoot a 200 incher. Shoot a 200 incher and
Beauty.
strap that baby right on top of that private jet. Just throw it right up there on the fuselage. A couple of
Honestly,
ratchet
do
straps.
you eat a muley? Is that like a thing you kill that you eat? Like the deer meat?
Yes.
Can we serve that at CleanCon? That would save us around $25,000.
It totally
That'd be
would.
a
Bring
badass
some-
expensive deer. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can't sell it. It's illegal to sell wild game, but you can cook it for people.
Okay.
Done.
Done is right.
Yeah.
Done is right. Yeah.
Get away with some deer sausage in your welcome bags, everybody. Like that.
You're gonna want to go put that in the fridge right here, quick. Yeah. Or Plata's got his cooler. He's probably got a little bit of ice there. You can
He's got a backpack. Just throw it in there. Trust me.
Dan, do you make deer jerky? Is that a thing?
Oh man, I made so much deer jerky this year.
Could you bring me a piece so I can try it? I've never had that.
I can't
all
because
You
no,
ate it all?
no, we didn't segregate our meat this year. We did 100 pounds of steaks. Like there's 2 muscles in each hind quarter of a deer, and we cut those out and saved them all to slice. We have a jerky slicer, and like me and my buddy Ben,
Wow.
I forget, we had like 14 deer that we processed. We had 100 pounds of just steaks, which are like a great cut of meat, and we turn it all into jerky because it's awesome jerky and it's whole muscle. It's not like a lot of times you get venison jerky and it's like ground, and we made it all. And then one of my deer tested positive for CWD after we had processed everything.
I'm guessing
And
that's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing. I don't
It's
think.
Got it.
it's not. It's like mad cow disease, and people have died from mad cow disease. But it was because like it's so trivial. Like nobody has ever gotten CWD. There's no case that a human has ever gotten it. Nobody's died from it. But I refuse to serve it to other people. Because
Yeah,
how
why
shitty would
risk
you feel?
it? Yeah,
How
risk
shitty would
it.
you feel if somebody ate that? So and it's
Just to make it clear, I was joking about serving that at CleanCon.
I'm not bringing any jerky. I'm not bringing any jerky. I'll eat it. It's not. There's like ridiculously low risks. There's nobody's ever gotten it, but
Thanks for protecting us, Dan.
we ain't
Thanks
bringing
for
it.
protecting
We ain't
us.
bringing
All
it
right.
next
All
year
right.
though.
Next year.
Next year, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be way more thoughtful about how I segregate my deer meat. We'll have
Process
jerky.
it.
We'll have jerky.
Have a chart, figure it out, clean
Mhm.
between the whatevers. Yeah.
Mhm.
Chart.
Have a spreadsheet. What do you call those things? Spreadsheet. You know those. You know those.
We have a Google sheet that we've been using for like the last 5 years for deer processing.
See?
Everything is
I
in a
love
Google
that.
sheet. All the
Yeah.
recipes, the weights, the mixtures, the like how much pork we need for the ratio of the venison. We got that on
You
lockdown.
got it. Okay.
Science.
See?
Tabs for
Yeah.
every year. There's a new tab for every year. New
Okay.
tabs for every year. Yeah.
See, listen, you're laughing, Drew, but like it's a thing.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm
If
not
you're
laughing.
big into gardening, you probably do the same thing. You got your map of the garden. You got to rotate your tomatoes and your peppers. You got to move things around for the soil
Sounds like a
nutrients. Right?
Midwestern. This sounds like a Midwestern thing. Is
I
that-
just
Right.
love food. I love like making-
Midwest is best. Midwest
I love-
is bestest. I think Aaron used to have a shirt
Taco.
that said that. I think. Yeah.
We'll
When
make
Aaron
that.
moved to the Midwest first, she had another shirt that said like "I ain't afraid of no coast," and it was like the outline of the Midwest. It was one of my favorite shirts ever.
That's great. Wait, hold on. Now I got to show this shirt.
I
Check
ain't
this
afraid of
out.
No coast.
My wife got me this shirt because I'm from Wisconsin and she's from Minnesota.
Oh,
Minnesota being buddies.
I love
Oh,
Isn't that
that.
adorable?
Yeah.
Isn't that adorable?
Yeah.
I love that.
It just happens to be the same color as this shirt, so it's like a good undershirt for it.
I love that.
We got to
somebody.
do that in the Midwest. Yeah. Okay. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much,
See ya.
Dan. I
Bye, guys.
appreciate you. All right. Have great nights.
Business nerds, as always, you guys know what to do. Work smarter and harder. Go earn some pride. We'll see you March 16th and March 18th. CleanCon Indianapolis. Make sure you're there early enough on the 16th, though. You ain't gonna want to miss that. Don't just like show up
Facts.
randomly. You got to
No.
be intentional. Is the word.
Ooh, that's a callback.
Oh,
good.
Nice work.
This guy knows what he's
Nice
doing.
work.
This ain't
Yeah,
his
yeah.
first day.
Yeah.
Hosting.
Yeah.